Over 850 years of history, kings, revolutions, tragedies. And yet there are secrets that no one dares to reveal inside this ancient cathedral. When Paris sleeps, they say shadows walk through the sacred corridors. Voices echo where there should only be silence. But what really happened on the darkest nights of Notre-Dame? If you are ready to uncover the mysteries that official history has never told, leave a like now and hit the notification bell so you don't miss a single secret we're about to reveal today. It was 1163 when the first stone was laid on ground that already held ancestral mysteries. But those medieval master builders were not just erecting a church, they were encoding secret messages into every arch, every column, every colorful stained glass window. It took 182 years to complete the work. Why so long? What hidden knowledge needed to be so carefully preserved in the stone? Look closely at the gargoyles adorning not just the facade, but every tower, every corner, totaling more than 80 different creatures strategically spread across the structure. They were not mere architectural decorations. They were guardians positioned according to precise esoteric knowledge. Protection against evil, the ancient master said. But notice a disturbing detail. Why so many demonic creatures guarding a sacred place? Each one has a unique expression, sculpted with anatomical details, impossible for medieval artists without advanced knowledge of physiology. Each is turned in a specific direction, forming a complex geometric pattern, like eternal sentinels watching over interdimensional threats only they can perceive. During storms, Paris residents swear they hear roars emanating from the gargoyles, and on full moon nights, tourists photograph shadows moving where there should be only immovable stone. And it's not just the gargoyles that spark curiosity. Between the Gothic pillars for centuries, there have been reports of shadowy figures, hooded monks walking through corridors when the cathedral should be empty. Ancient clerics who died guarding secrets so deep that not even death freed them from their vows of silence. Visitors frequently report inexplicable sensations in the same spots of the central nave, as if invisible presences are still performing rituals forgotten by time. Inside Notre-Dame, treasures beyond human comprehension await in secret chambers spread across multiple underground levels. The crown of thorns of Christ, authenticated by carbon tests confirming its first-century origin, fragments of the true cross emitting inexplicable electromagnetic radiation, pieces of the Virgin Mary's mantle defying natural decay after 2 millennia. But there are even more disturbing relics, kept in reinforced safes whose exact location not all cardinals know. The Shroud of Turin was once here temporarily, but it was removed after paranormal phenomena terrified the night guards. Objects so energetically powerful that the Catholic Church itself fears exposing them to the public without proper spiritual protections. Why do certain relics never leave the deepest underground chambers of the cathedral? What ancient force do they carry that even the most experienced exorcists dare not confront directly? Comment below. Do you believe there are sacred objects capable of altering reality? Let's discuss in the comments. Medieval texts mention monks who mysteriously disappeared after coming into contact with certain forbidden relics. Their souls, according to legend, still wander the cathedral's underground in search of redemption. Coincidence that so many visitors feel inexplicable presences in the same locations? Coincidence that temperatures drop drastically in specific spots without scientific explanation? Notre-Dame is more than Gothic architecture. It's a gigantic book written in esoteric symbols. On the floor of the central nave, an ancestral labyrinth guides initiates through secret knowledge. On the walls, inscriptions in dead languages that only a few scholars can decipher. The stained glass windows do not merely narrate biblical stories. They map ancient constellations, reveal cosmic alignments connecting the earthly sacred to the divine celestial. Why did so many medieval alchemists specifically pilgrimage to Notre Dame? What hidden wisdom were they seeking in the stones colored over the centuries? Nicolas Flamel, the most famous alchemist in history, spent years studying the symbols hidden in the cathedral. They say it was here that he discovered the secrets of the philosopher's stone. Mere coincidence that his house was just a few meters from the cathedral? The architecture itself defies conventional explanations. Its dimensions follow sacred proportions echoed across ancient cultures. Egyptian, Greek, Templar. Each measurement was calculated to create specific resonances, frequencies that alter the state of consciousness of those entering the sacred space. It is not just a church, it is a spiritual machine built to connect humans to the divine through sacred geometry. April 15, 2019. At 6:50 p.m., a fire alarm echoed through the empty cathedral. The world watched in horror as flames consumed the soul of Paris during 15 uninterrupted hours of destruction. More than 400 firefighters battled a blaze that consumed 460 tons of centuries-old wood. But consider the disturbing facts that international media deliberately omitted. Why did the fire spread with impossible speed through centuries-old treated oak, naturally fire-resistant wood? Why did certain sections remain completely untouched, including the main altar and the most precious relics, as if protected by an invisible energy barrier? Official investigations pointed to electrical failure, but independent experts questioned the official version. At the peak of the flames, security cameras captured anomalies that authorities classified as confidential. Sacred relics were evacuated in record time that defies all operational logic. Firefighters who had never stepped inside the cathedral knew exactly where to locate hidden treasures in underground labyrinths that even detailed architectural plans could not adequately map. If you're finding this story incredible, share this video with anyone who loves historical mysteries that science cannot explain. Witnesses reported voices whispering precise directions through the toxic smoke, human shadows guiding the rescuers through labyrinthine corridors that no architectural map could navigate. How did firefighters who had never been in the cathedral know exactly where to find the most important treasures? Coincidence or supernatural intervention? When the flames finally died at dawn, something extraordinary was discovered. Hidden symbols, invisible for centuries, appeared on the walls that resisted the fire. Inscriptions revealed by extreme heat, as if the fire was not destruction, but revelation of secrets waiting for the right moment to emerge. Notre-Dame chose to sacrifice itself to show the world that it still guards mysteries beyond our understanding. Today, the reconstruction continues under military secrecy. Every removed stone reveals new archaeological enigmas, secret compartments built within the walls, messages hidden that no official historical record ever mentioned, objects buried in the foundations that archaeologists work day and night to catalog away from public eyes. Why so much secrecy in restoring a World Heritage Site? Architects discovered that Notre-Dame was built on foundations far older than the 12th century. Structures from lost civilizations, altars of forgotten cults, telluric energies still pulsing through the rocky Parisian soil. The cathedral was not only built on a sacred site, it was specifically designed to channel and contain forces that transcend our current understanding of physics. Even today, after the fire, visitors continue reporting experiences that defy rational explanation. Angelic chants echoing at hours when the cathedral is closed. Hooded figures that disappear instantly between the Gothic columns when observed directly. Photographs capturing inexplicable presences. Faces in the stained glass that weren't there when the photo was taken. Notre-Dame remains alive, breathing through the centuries as a spiritual organism that transcends physical matter. Every restoration reveals deeper mysteries. Every archaeological discovery raises questions that science still cannot answer. The secrets that survived the devastating fire, bloody revolutions, and the relentless passage of time still await in the shadows those brave enough to seek the truth beyond appearances. Subscribe now to this channel to uncover more mysteries that official history prefers to keep buried. If you feel that Notre Dame guards secrets beyond our limited understanding, type mystery in the comments below. And if you discover any hidden detail that we missed in this investigation, share it with us. Together, we can unravel the enigmas of this millennial cathedral that continues whispering forbidden truths to those brave enough to listen to what the stones have to tell.